Hello Cancer, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of October, Cancer. We're going to take a really quick peek into October, see what might be coming up with your career, your finances, and love. And we're going to use some tarot. We're going to look at the situation, what's working for you, what's not working for you, what your obstacles are, the outcome that might be for these three subjects here. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's find out what's going on. So Cancer, thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And thank you for the thumbs up if that's what you intend to do while you're here. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, welcome. I do these readings once a month. And if you are the ride or die, you already know that. Let's, and I thank you so much for doing that, for being here, clicking, viewing, and your thumbs up do count. All right, here we go. Let's find out what's going on in career for Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer's career. We have passion ignited. I like it. So I feel like you're going to have a renewed passion for your career, or something is at the beginning of something really exciting, a new opportunity, excitement, creative. Something is going right for you. We've got material harvest. It's going to lead to more money. It's going to lead to some sort of a material harvest here. All right. Tell me about finances for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. Finances. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer's finances for October 2024. Sunflower. It is action. I feel like there is something that you will need to take action on in the month of October as pertains to your finances. As we look here, your eyes will be open. I feel like you'll see a hole or a pocket or something that you can do to bring in more money. It feels like a hole that needs to be filled in your finances, I'm saying. And I feel like the card number 34 tells me that it's being taken care of by the universe. That I feel like if the opportunity comes, you're supposed to take action. And I feel like the universe is taking care of bringing the opportunity to you. We do have peace and harmony. In terms of finances, that is a great card. All right, let's talk about love. Talk about love for Cancer, please. Tell me what is up with Cancer in love. Tell me about Cancer in love, please. All right. Says, the past is now behind you. I like that. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So, I feel like you have wrapped up some sort of a cycle in the romance field here. The past is now behind you. So it's making a statement here, and it's saying you can let go of whatever was back there. You don't need that anymore. Release and embrace new possibilities. So if there are new connections, I feel like there's a new connection possibly coming in. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you, but you have to see it in order to get it. In order to want it, you've got to recognize that it's there. We do have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes, my friend. So I feel like for some of you, you will be meeting somebody new. Right. Let's get to the tarot. Let's find out what's going on for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in the month of October. Tell me what the situation is in the career. Tell me what the situation is. So for some of you in October, that maybe you start a job at the end of September that is brand new and creative and exciting and all of that. But it looks like for some of you could be starting a new job, or you have reignited passion about what you do, whatever it is that you do in your career. So what is the situation? What's the situation for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for October? We've got the Page of Swords. So somebody might be going to school or learning something new. It does feel like somebody is going to be in a new job in October at some point. It might be at the beginning, might be middle, might be end. Take it as it resonates for you. But sometime in October, I feel like you're going to be learning something new. This is the student, and it is going to be an exciting path. What is working for you is the Six of Swords. I feel like the Six of Swords tells me that you have movement, that you are avoiding places of chaos, that you are straight in the mind. I want to say that the Six of Swords tells me that you make a decision to move forward. So for somebody here, it feels like you could be leaving a place of work to find a new one. Tell me about what the obstacles might be. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, not getting any reciprocity. I think this is always something that all of us think of, right? Am I going from the frying pan into the fire, right? So when you change jobs, it's like you don't like the place that you are, some of you, and you think, oh, am I going from the frying pan to the fire? Six of Pentacles being in the reverse is I'm not going to get reciprocity. I'm going to get breadcrumbed. If I keep moving, is it even going to work out for me? I feel like it will, because even if you don't get any more money than you got before, your passion's been reignited. That's what it feels like. Like you're excited to go to work again. You're excited for the alarm to go off. You're excited to get back out there and do it, to learn something new. It's like it's keeping the mind moving, right? What's the outcome, please, for career? We've got Four of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Pentacles. This one came out as well. The Page of Cups is in the reverse. I think I'm going to put it back in, though, just because this one popped out first. So we do have the Four of Pentacles being your outcome. I feel like for some of you, it's going to be hard for you to move away from a career to a new one, because I feel like you're comfortable in your rut. The Four of Pentacles is someone who's being very practical. They're not standing up. They're sitting there. It feels like you're comfortable in your chair. You're comfortable. You feel like the person who's in charge, possibly. So for some of you, it's going to be really hard for you to move forward, because it feels like you're in a sort of a comfortably polished rut. I feel like you will move anyway, though. So let's talk about finances. What's the situation in the finances for Cancer? What's the situation? We've got the Star. So your finances are about to heal themselves in the month of October. So I feel like if you've been feeling like the finances are not working for you, if you don't have enough, or you're just barely making it here, I think October is the month that you catch up, that you start to see that you're making some ground, that you are, instead of being emotional, that you're being stable. This is the Star. The Star here, you can see that both feet are actually on, they're on the ground. They're not in the water. This person sees their reflection, but I feel like, it does feel like something's about to be healed in your finances. October might be the month that you catch up, Cancer. What is working for you, Cancer? What is working for you in October in your finances? We've got the Hanged Man. The fact that you're going slow, the fact that you are looking at things from a different perspective. It feels like maybe you were in some sort of perspective that had you stuck, but now I feel like it's a choice to be there. It's like you're holding back, looking at things. It's not like you're looking at perspectives. Where else can I make money? I feel like something else is about to change. We do have an owl in the tree, and so it makes me feel like your finances will be transforming themselves as you come up with a better perspective about what's been going on in the past. It's the only way to heal the future, right? When you notice your patterns, and I feel like you are. I feel like you're taking a moment here to hold back, or to think about it, get a different perspective here, and maybe to look where you can change things. What's the obstacle in October for finances? The obstacle is the Nine of Wands. You're exhausted. I think you work too much, Cancer. I always say that you are the Taurus of the water signs. I feel like you are working a lot. Like that's what it feels like here. And it feels like you're trying to come up with a different way to make money in what's working for you. I feel like what you're doing is working for you, but I feel like you're exhausted. You're becoming exhausted here. Tell me about the outcome, please, for Cancer and their finances in October. What's the outcome? The outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So things are busy, moving in the way that they should. Things become balanced and even, I feel. I feel like the universe has got your back, I want to say. I feel like that you're making decisions about what to do about being so exhausted. Yeah, it feels like this cycle of you having to work so hard is about to come to an end, because the Nine of Wands is right at the end of carrying a lot of heavy burdens. Tell me about love. What is the situation? Tell me about love, the situation for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The situation is the Three of Wands. So you're waiting on love. I feel like you're waiting on it. Waiting till you find somebody, see somebody. The Three of Wands, of course, is waiting for ships to come in. I feel like change is coming in terms of finances. Again, we have an owl at the top here. And it feels like the owl's incoming, I want to say. So whatever you're waiting for, I think is going to be arriving for you, because the past is now behind you and you're now deciding you're going to take a different path, right? I feel like sometime in October, you're going to realize that you want to take some sort of a different path. What's working for you in love? What is working for you? We've got the King of Swords. So you're very intellectual. You're very smart. You know what you want. You're very specific. I feel like you have a list of criteria that somebody must meet in order to be able to be in your life. I feel like you need to be attracted to someone's brains. I feel like you need to, and not in a zombie kind of way. I feel like you really need to be attracted to someone's thought patterns, that maybe that they are somebody who kind of thinks like you. I'm not saying they have to be exactly like you, but they definitely have to be smart, because I feel like you're super smart. The King of Swords is somebody who is a little bit detached and aloof. I'm just going to say Cancer, and that can be you a little bit, right? Feminine or masculine. It can be a little bit that maybe you're not really telling people that you're waiting, but it feels like should you have the opportunity, should it arise that you can have a conversation, I feel like the person that you'll be most attracted to is someone who's really smart. They have to be very smart. Tell me what the obstacle is in love for you in October. The obstacle is the Six of Wands. A little bit of ego, maybe. Could be somebody on their high horse. It also could be that you're getting a lot of attention and you have a lot of options. Could be that as well. That might be a bit of an obstacle for you to picking what you want. Tell me what the outcome is in love. We do have the Devil. The outcome in love is, oh boy, like the Devil is like obsession. Yeah. So the outcome is obsession, and we will talk about that just a little bit. We're going to go back and clarify all of this. We've got the Nine of Swords as the overall energy. So it is a worrisome month from beginning to end. But look, we start with the Ace of Wands, which is right here, right? So I feel like this new path that you're on here, it feels like it's exciting, but it's a little bit worrisome, is what it feels like. All right, let's clarify just a little bit. Tell me what is coming up for passion ignited in the career. Tell me about Cancer. Oh, the Sun is here. I like it. It's growth. Growth. Things are going your way. You're very happy. Passion ignited. It feels like you will be starting something new, a new path of passion. And it doesn't have to mean that you're leaving the job where you work. It could mean that they maybe push you to a new department. And you're really excited to have something brand new you can learn here. I feel like you're bright. You're having breakthroughs here. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling pretty confident that you're really going to like this this new path here. And it's going to make you money. Look at that. The Queen of Pentacles is here. So it does feel like career is good. I want to say career is good. It feels like for some of you, there's going to be a brand new start. You're going to be learning something brand new. Tell me about the situation, please. The Page of Swords is here. We do have the Five of Pentacles. So you are leaving somewhere in order to begin something new. So either you're leaving the department or you're leaving your job and you're going to find something new. So it's going to cause that you're going to be learning new things. You're going to become the student again. And what is working for you is the Six of Swords. You're ready to carry on. You're ready to have some sort of movement here. We do have the Eight of Swords. It's going to be hard to leave though. I feel like it's a place where you get stuck when it comes to, I feel like you like your rut, you like your comfortable rut. A lot of us do in our jobs. We can stay there for years and years and we keep doing it over and over again because it's comfortable. We know the people, we know where we can step, we know what we can say, who we can talk to, right? So the Eight of Swords tells me that it's going to be hard for you to leave because it's a place where you have created some sort of a comfortable rut. I really do feel there is movement here from the Eight of Swords though. What is the obstacle? The obstacle is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me about this. So the Two of Pentacles and the Six is 8. Will I have to work even harder now in order to prove myself. And it's inevitable, I think, if you go to a new job. The Six of Pentacles being in the reverse, though, as your obstacle tells me, what if they don't pay me enough? What if I find something and they're just not willing to pay me what I was making? I feel like then you just need a side gig until something else comes up, because I feel like your happiness is worth more than anything. Your happiness is worth it. And so I feel like the Two Pentacles can tell me that you're juggling things, or that it becomes very busy, or that there is a decision that is made, maybe to take a job that is not paying you as much because you're brand new at it and you have to learn things. But I feel like it pays off. I feel like you've already got money saved with the Four of Pentacles here. So it feels like it will pay off, but it's going to take some time. And so if you're the person who's in the financial position to do that, change jobs, then I feel like that is something in your outcome. The Four of Pentacles tells me that you'd become too comfortable where you were, and it's time for you to move along. We've got the Hierophant. So you'd become the subject matter expert, right, where you are. And sometimes that will keep you in a job because people follow you. You're the leader. You might be the supervisor or the manager or somebody who makes all the decisions for the department. You might be the one who does all the ordering, and like maybe you have a more of an elite position than most of the people around you, and maybe you don't want to give that up. It could be that, and that's where the comfortable rut can come in. So I feel like for some of you, you are going to be changing jobs. You are going to be moving forward here into something new, and it's going to make life really busy for a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. It feels like you can handle it. I feel like the Hierophant is Taurus, heavy, like big shoulders, right? You can carry it. I feel like you can, and I think that you will do it. I feel like you'll take the initiative to do what's best for you, because the Hierophant always does the right thing. You'll do what's best, I feel, for you and for your finances. I feel like you don't want to become stuck. Tell me about the finances, please. I feel like you've got to take action and do something about that if you want to fix the finances, if there's any problems with the finances. I feel like the universe is going to help you with that, though. Ooh, we got the Tower. Tell me why. We've got the Five of Cups. And we've got the Hermit. Very interesting. So I feel like you will be taking action on your finances. There is some sort of realization that you're having, and I think it's probably about your career sector. It feels like you're having a realization that if I keep doing what I did, I'm always going to get what I always got. And so in order to move forward, we do have to have change, and that's what the Tower is about. It is regretful, I feel, because it's change that makes you unstable for a bit, but the Hermit energy is here, which tells me stability comes back pretty quickly, because you're the person who like just gets it all in order. Like I feel like the Hermit is telling me you put this here, you pull that there, and like you pull in the resources and you make them work. The Hermit is also being very specific about where you're putting your money, about going over the details. The Hermit is Virgo rising is the person that I love to hang out with, the Virgo rising, because y'all are very good with business, very good with money. And so I feel like you become the expert, I want to say, because the Hermit is the expert, right? So you're becoming the expert at it, I think. The situation here is the Star, so your finances are healing themselves, but it is going to take a shift of how you work, how you move, a shift of mind, possibly a shift of your energy. It's going to have to take some sort of a shift in order for you to have the finances heal here. We have the High Priestess. It feels like you are an intuitive person as it pertains to your finances. You just know what to do. In order to make things work for you, you just know what to do because you have a knowing. You could also have some Pisces energy, take it as it resonates. But I feel like the way you heal it is intuitively. You just know what to do. What's working for you is the Hanged Man. I feel like you're getting perspective. You're about to change something, possibly. Tell me about the Hanged Man. We've got the Page of Swords. There it is. You're like, I know that I have to learn a new way to do things in order to be able to bring in the finances. So it is the Hanged Man energy is getting a different perspective about learning more about my finances, maybe enlisting somebody who can teach you more about your finances. But the Page of Swords is telling me that you are somebody who is really observant, and you're somebody who's really ready to face the challenge of healing the finances. But I think that with the Page of Swords and the the High Priestess that you already know what to do. It's like intuitive that you already know what to do because you're very observant. And so I feel like you're always ready to face a challenge here. The obstacle is a 9 of Wands, though. I feel like this tells me that either you get 2 jobs, or it tells me that you have 2 jobs that are overlapping. So maybe you have to give a month's notice at one place, and then you have to start the other job a week before, 2 weeks before your month is up, or maybe even before maybe it's 30 days. But it feels like for a while, stuff is going to get super busy for you. But I think you can keep it all straight because of the Taurus Hierophant energy here. But I feel like you're just going to be really exhausted, but I feel like it's going to pay out in dividends in the bank account. Tell me about the obstacle. The obstacle is the 9 of Wands. I feel like it's the 9 of Wands is exhaustion, because I feel like you, for a while here, you're going to have to be all things to all people. You're going to have to pull out every tool, every stop. You're going to have to make sure the third eye is open. I feel like you have all of the tools to do it, but it's going to be exhausting. The thing is that you end up at the end of the month being really super balanced in your energy here and in money. So I feel like the 2 of Pentacles is telling me that you start to be able to breathe and see things that are happening here, that things are starting to come into balance, but it feels like you have to be the juggler. I'm like, we got the 2 of Pentacles here, 2 of Pentacles here. You're juggling the finances while you're juggling the career. I think it's about to be a really busy month for you, but I feel like your finances really come to a place of stability at the end of the month, probably. We do have the 5 of Wands. So it's indecision about, do I keep going on like this? Do I just quit one of those jobs and just work one job, or do I keep the 2 jobs? I feel like the 5 of Wands is telling me you have indecision, because really what you want is peace and harmony here. But, this is 12. That's the High Priestess. High Priestess energy, that's Pisces and Pisces, right? So I feel like what you want is peace. You want to stop working so hard, but it's almost like you get to a place where if I just go one more month doing both jobs, if I just go one more month, it feels like that there is indecision about whether you want to quit the first job or not right away, because things are starting to come into balance by the end of the month, but they're not quite in balance. And you're using every trick in the book. You've got all the balancing tricks going on. I'm seeing the Magician and the 2 of Wands as like, I'm just pulling out all the stops, trying to figure out what I can do in order to keep moving, because I'm really exhausted. I feel like you're almost overworking yourself in the month of October. And then we have love, and it says the past is now behind you, my friend. It says release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is available to you now, and follow it with faith. So the situation is the 3 of Wands. You've been waiting for something new, and I feel like with this owl up at the top there, that you do have something new incoming here. Tell me about new love for Cancer. We do have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. It could be a Gemini. It doesn't have to be, but it feels like this, the 3 of Wands with the Knight of Swords, I'm going to say that it's going to take some time. I don't think it's going to come as quick as you want it to, but maybe you're a person who moves a little slow. The Knight of Swords in the reverse is like, this person has to be able to communicate. They have to be able to know what they're going to say. The Knight of Swords in the reverse is slow moving, but it's also being unclear, not really sure. Now that it's here, I'm not really sure that I want it, because it does say romance is showing up, right? That Cupid's arrow is here. So it's like, now that it's arriving, I'm not really sure that I want it. Tell me what's working for you. It's the King of Swords. Oh yeah, we didn't do this, right? I should do this. The Knave of the Page of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and Temperance. So I do feel it tells me it's the moment of alchemy, that you do meet somebody, or you do communicate with somebody, or they communicate with you. It feels like you bump into somebody here. 8 Wands, there's communication with somebody here, and it's back and forth really quickly. So it could be texting communication. 7 of Wands tells me my boundaries are in place, and Temperance tells me things are are working, they're balanced. I don't want to shift the balance, but there is a moment of alchemy where somebody shows up, and that's where we got here the Three of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Swords. If you're unsure, I think, is this the person for me? Are they smart enough? Do they talk enough? Do they know enough things? It feels like this person and you, I feel you both want to move really slow. What's working for you is the King of Swords. We do have the Four of Pentacles. You're not giving them much of yourself. I don't think I feel like the past is behind you and romance is here, but when it shows up, I think you're unsure. I think that's the way it is for you, Cancer, that it feels like when it shows up, you're like, do I really want this? It's like you start overthinking it or thinking about it. The Four of Pentacles is like, I'm not really feeling vulnerable enough to get into any sort of relationship right now. And I feel like that's sort of the place where you are, up in your mind, thinking about, do I really want to be vulnerable with yet another person and just end up getting hurt again? We've got the Six of Wands as your obstacle here. Tell me why the Six of Wands is here. I feel like you're going to have more than one opportunity, a lot of attention, but it also feels like it could be stoking your ego just a bit. Tell me about the Six of Wands. We've got the Nine of Cups, but that makes you happy. All of the attention you're getting. It's like the obstacle is the Six of Wands, but I think you also like getting all of the attention. Yeah, I think that you like sort of being up on the high horse with a little bit of, now the ball's in my court. I can do whatever I want. I feel ultimately what you're looking for is the Nine of Cups, but it does feel like you are going to get a lot of attention, all of those cups, right? It feels like you're going to get a lot of attention from people who want emotional connection. Then the outcome is the Devil. It feels like obsession, my friend. It feels like a bit of obsession. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. You're going to be giving reciprocity, I feel, to people who are interested in you in an emotional way. But I feel like it feels like watch out for obsession. I want to say watch who you're giving your time and your energy to, because it does feel like a little bit of obsession or codependency. Be careful that you're really speaking to them and figuring out what it is that they want from a relationship, because I feel like it's really easy to fall into codependency in a relationship where someone just doesn't want to leave you alone. They have to be in the text, like on the phone constantly, or in your face, or stuck to your hip, or at your house, or I feel like that's something that could be an outcome. And I feel like the obstacle is that you just want to be happy, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with someone else in your life, but I feel like you are going to be getting a lot of attention. By the way, in the month of October, we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're on a new path. I want to say you're throwing your seeds of intention in October, and you're on some sort of a new path that you want to nurture, whether it is career, finances, or love. We do have the World card, so this is true, right? It says here, the past is now behind you. And the World card tells me the past is now behind you, and now it's time to throw your seeds of intention and figure out where you want to nurture the path. I feel like when it comes to your career that you've got in the future here, you've got material harvest. So I feel like whatever job you get, I feel is going to pay out really well for you, and that your finances are going to be in harmony, and romance is here. Here it is. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Cancer, for watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful October, and I'll be back because I'm always back. See ya. Bye.